So 0% fee. Do I ever represent somebody and not charge any fee at all? Essentially do the case for free. Yes. Is it very often? No, it's very rare. And I guess most importantly for anybody who's coming to see me and watching this video, the question is, will I represent you for no fee, for no charge? And I certainly hope not, because those have to be the most sad, horrible things that I've ever seen as a lawyer, where somebody's had such a bad event that I've said, you know what, I'll do this for free. I had one person who came in, it was, as I recall, it was an only child, and this person's father had been killed in a car wreck. And you know, when the person told me about all the things that had happened in their life even before this event, I mean, you about had tears in your eyes, just the hardship this person had been through. And then their father gets killed. And then it turns out there's almost no insurance. And you know, it was clear they're going to pay the money. We did have to do a little work as far as paperwork, going to a settlement hearing, things like that. It was just such a sad deal. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to charge you anything in this case. And the fee was zero. When the lawyer says they're charging a percentage or a contingency fee, that means a percentage of the total recovery. The initial consultation with my legal team is always free. What does a typical fee end up being in a car wreck case? Most attorneys start off with a fee of 1/3. Some lawyers will increase that to 40% if it goes to trial. Our fee will vary anywhere from typically from 10% to 1/3. Usually at the beginning though, it's anywhere from 10% to 25%. Depending on how much work and how far we go in the case, it may go up to 1/3, but it really varies. And I think that's something everyone should know. They should not just accept what the lawyer puts in front of them as here's the fee. There are some lawyers that will charge 35% on a case that's very clear cut. There are some lawyers that will charge 1/3 to 35% on a case where they're not going to have to do very much work. And in those cases, the fee really, in my mind, from our legal team perspective, ought to be more like 25%, and in some situations even 10%. It really varies on a case-by-case basis. The point I'm trying to make is, as a client, when you are looking for a potential lawyer, know that you don't have to accept what they say on the fee, and you can shop with other lawyers. Some people say, oh, you're shopping around. Well, yeah, you should, and try to get the best legal team and the best fee for yourself. Ultimately, the real issue for someone who's had their life turned upside down because of a car wreck or a semi-truck wreck, anything like that, is going to be what kind of recovery are they going to get. If you hired me or if you hired my legal team as your attorney, and if the case were lost for some reason, or we found out in the middle of the case it's not going to be recoverable, no, there's no fee for our work on the case. As long as you're working with the lawyers on my team, the fee is no different. The fee contract will set out what the fee will be. It's always in writing, and it's signed by you, the client, and it's signed by me or one of my attorneys or the legal team, somebody that I work with or am affiliated with, that would sign it, and you would have a copy for your file that would spell everything out in detail.